Hello, hello. So, good morning, good evening, everyone. My name is Roke, and welcome to the Blockchain Game Alliance. Today and this week, this will be our last new members presentation for this specific year in 2024. So, we got some new projects coming along. So, as you may know, Blockchain Game Alliance, we represent Web3 gaming, and we got a bunch of new projects, some cool new stuff, and of course, some very interesting people. So, as you may see, most of our members today are actually CEO, our CEOs, founders. So, I'm very humbled. It's a pleasure to have you guys here at the Blockchain Game Alliance. All right, awesome. So we got a bunch of new projects coming in the Blockchain Alliance. First, we have Eternus, Deathmatch, and we've got Revived, Overworld, Cryptopia, Verse Labs, and of course, last but not the least, the Netherrack Demons. All right, so let's get the show on the road. First up on our list is Eternus Deathmatch. We have Orimus, Barauska. Sorry if I butchered your name. Sorry. Can you
Absolutely
tell us?
perfect pronunciation. So yeah,
All
all
right.
good. Let me just
Can you
share
tell us
my
a bit of
screen,
what you
maybe.
do and share more about the Eternus Deathmatch?
Sure. Yeah, so my name is Aurimas Barauskas. As Rogue mentioned, I'm a CEO and a co-founder of Arcane Studios and also Eternus Deathmatch. So Eternus Deathmatch is a fighting game. Maybe the most similar would be to like Mortal Kombat slash some mechanics from Tekken. And we're also working on a core, well, different core mechanics than in any other fighting game because that's what fighting gamers like if the game is actually different than the other one. And also there will be some social features that we think are kind of lacking in the fighting game industry in general. Well, with Tekken 8 there were some social features introduced, but we think like propping some things with blockchain elements is really cool, such as like DAO-based guilds, etc., where they can host their own battles, set up prices, and so on. So that we will do that, and also a disrupt and assist feature where it's like a good interaction between like streamers, spectators, and the people who play the game. So the streamers can actually influence the fights. That would be obviously a different mode, but that becomes that like really funny gameplay where a streamer can drop like a piano or a potion, etc., and everyone just has a good laugh. As you can see, also the characters are actual like real life figures that existed, legendary characters. So yeah, we wanted to have a little bit of laugh on that side. And obviously, if you combine with the lore and everything, it's super cool idea in our opinion and our fans' opinion as well. So yeah, our opportunity here is that not a lot of people are trying to create fighting games because it's really difficult. And we all know the big boys in the traditional uh, fighting game, let's say, sphere. But there's no like real clear leader in fighting games in Web3 or who are trying to create a fighting game with Web3 elements. So, when we spotted the opportunity, we started working on it. And like I can say objectively that we are kind of better than the other contenders, let's say like that. And we spent way less money actually than all the other guys. Also because we are already presenting our game in the traditional gaming like expos and stuff, and we already had like our physical tournaments. First physical tournament, we are kind of targeting both Web2 and Web3 players, so it's going to be free to play, etc. To start with, but gradually, let's say like through customization and everything, if people regular gamers will earn some items, some like different parts, body parts, accessories, etc., they will later discover that they can sell those on different NFT marketplaces, and that's how we will introduce them to like Web3. That's like our part of doing a good thing. Also, we're gonna have a token to run a an economy. This is our team, different companies that we worked at, uh, our partners. there needs to be some updates here because a lot more since we since I created the pitch. We are part of Game Evolution as well. Um, we are planning to launch a token in early 2025. Currently, kind of preparing for the seed and private rounds. That could drag a little bit to early 2025, but still, the launch of token will also happen in early 2025. Yep. So this is pretty much the game. But as I know, one of you guys will be streaming the game as well, isn't it? Rogue, is that
Yes,
correct?
that's correct.
So I'm not
Uh,
gonna spoil. This is an old build. We're gonna have a new build, by the way, which is coming live tomorrow. So nobody has seen that yet before, and nobody's able to touch that until tomorrow. So that's pretty much my, quick presentation, and maybe yeah, let's jump to the game itself.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So for you guys who didn't know, I actually invited Eternus for a Christmas live stream. The BGA will be hosting a live stream tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So you guys, so every BGA member is actually encouraged to participate and join. It's gonna be 20 to 25 minutes for each game, but more on that later. We'll talk about that maybe after the new member, maybe after the presentation. But anyways, thank you so much for the presentation, Orimas. Really great game. I actually like fighting games myself, so pretty good. I did one
Let's
of the
have a match.
banners the demo day, if I'm not mistaken. So I used Mahatma Gandhi with the stick. He was holding a stick, so pretty cool stuff. All right,
Yeah, awesome, awesome.
awesome. Next up, we have Tom from Revive Overworld. Can you tell us a bit more about yourself and the company as well?
Yes, guys. Hello, nice to see you. Yeah, I'm Tom, founder and CEO of Revive Overworld. And yeah, basically, in Revive Overworld, currently we are focusing on delivering a game which is inspired by what we did previously as a Minecraft modes creators. So maybe I will jump and show you what we exactly did in Minecraft. And let me share my screen. Um, okay, okay, let's start with this one. So basically, what we created in Minecraft, we developed a unique twist of one of the most popular Minecraft game modes, known for like millions of players from Minecraft world. And we collaborated with many influencers, with brands like Lego, and so on and so on. We also created a mini game in Minecraft for Lego. And then we thought that okay, we are missing kind of esport vibe in Minecraft because Minecraft mostly is like a survival game, right? But there is like a also another point of view of Minecraft where there are servers with mini games. So we develop a unique twist of the most popular Minecraft game mode, like I mentioned, and we asked Microsoft to produce esport tournament in physical location. We invite influencers with a lot of like 45 million followers, something like that, maybe something like that. Yeah, we get sponsorship and partnership with Lego, and that tournament, what find out, it was the world's biggest tournament in Minecraft, and that showed us that okay, there is something here, right? Something we should do as a separate game. And right now we are developing that game, and maybe let's pause this and let me show you the game actually, because you showed the Minecraft, right? And now I'm gonna show you how the game looks like. Let me share my screen. Um, okay. So basically, guys, you saw the Minecraft, right? And basically, this is the game, which is actually inspired by that game mode, which we actually did in AAA quality graphics, made in Unreal Engine 5, right? So as you can see, the quality is already there. It's nothing like another, blocky Minecraft clone, right? This is something kind of unique for even players who didn't play Minecraft before. So let's see just like basic movements, like we can walk around, round, sprint, right? Um, we can crouch, jump, and we can also climb here and there. And we also developed building system. So yeah, you can see it's kind of something in between Minecraft and Fortnite. So even players from Fortnite will see some similarities. Also, we can develop walls, right? So basically, when you're starting a game, your objective is to build a wall which will protect your bed. I will not focus much more on the building side. So basically, this is what you should do at the beginning of the arena, right? And yeah, we have a couple of firing modes, like you can shoot from the hip, you can shoot by aiming, and also we have a scope view, right? I'm playing, of course, the game is multiplayer game. I'm playing alone because no one here is with me, so it's not full spectrum of the game. And yeah, so basically the arena rules is to get resources from those islands, this island, and here once you collected the resources, you have a shop where you can purchase, upgrade your weapons. You also have abilities, like for now we have double jumps, we have, for example, fireballs, and in the future we want to implement many others abilities, right? So basically your main rule as a team, because usually this is game 4 versus 4 versus 4, so actually 4 teams playing against each other, but also we can set up different game modes, like 2 teams with 4 players, which we actually developed as a Minecraft tournament back then, and it was a perfect combination. But this is something fresh, like when we can fight with 4 teams, right? So basically, your objective is to go to the islands of your enemies, which are actually there, and destroy their bed. Because until they have the bed, they can respawn, right? So if you destroy the bed, you have a last leave here in the game. You can actually play until you have the bed. So basically, this is the main rules. This is the main things here in the arena. We have already set of incredible skins, right? Um, this is the basic ones. This is something related to the crypto stuff here, and yeah. So basically, this is what it looks like. So I guess from my point, it's kind of everything which I can show you guys right now, and yeah, probably on somewhere after the December we can show some multiplayer matches and so on and so on, right? So yeah, basically, thank you guys, and this is our game.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Tom. Great game. I understand you tried to make this based from the Minecraft mod, in the esports side of things. So, yeah, it does look really, really good. So, congratulations on that. I just have one question. Is the game already live or is it still in development?
Yeah, it's still in the development. We currently entering alpha phase, so we still need some time to, polish everything here, to give access to the users to participate in, playtests and so on and so on. We want to polish the game because it's not like, I would say, another Web3 game, low quality game, because everything will expect from us a quality like they expecting from games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, whatever. So we need to polish things really much, and those type of games need a lot of time, right? So it's still alpha phase, I would say, but we are close to finalize, project that I will be happy to present it to the people, to give them access to the playtest and so on. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Tom. So that folks was revived Overworld. So if you are interested in checking out the game, I have linked the website on the description. And now I realize that we didn't have like a what do you call this one? Like a proper presentation of Attorney Sketch Match. So we're gonna go back again with Orimas, so just so he can demo so we could see what the game looks like.
Actually, it's still loading. So I when I wrote, I didn't realize you have said that I can go next. So I'm like, wasn't in a rush or anything. So maybe the other guy can go until I
Okay,
sort of put things
perfect,
up.
gotcha. So no
Right.
problem at all. All right, folks. Next up, we have Cryptopia. So presented by Sanko Perlman. Sorry if I butchered that name. Welcome. Can you tell us a bit more about Cryptopia and etc.?
Yeah. You did it perfectly well. So it's difficult. I'm Dutch, so Grolleman, so it's very difficult to pronounce for people. But you did a good job. Let me share my screen for the presentation. So I hope you can see it now.
Yes, we can see it. Awesome.
Okay, great, cool. So thank you for this opportunity. My name is Sang Ho. I'm the CEO of Cryptopia. I'm in crypto since 2018. Worked for several startups in various roles. You can find everything on my LinkedIn. It's on the slide. I'm a gamer since I was a little boy. Still try to play some games, but not enough time, unfortunately. But luckily, I'm working in the gaming space, and blockchain and gaming is a perfect combination. And that's why I'm very happy to be in this space. So let's talk about Cryptopia. What is Cryptopia? Cryptopia is the first 100% decentralized Web3 game, and I believe we are still the only one to date. So we don't use central servers, we use our own node network and, of course, the blockchain to run our game. And I'd like to take a couple of minutes to explain why we did this, because it's a lot of trouble to become 100% decentralized. It's so much easier to just go to a centralized server, rent some capacity, and run it. But we really wanted to do this, not because it's technically challenging. It is, of course, but that's not the main reason. So let me explain. So why did we do this? Cryptopia stands for a game in which gamers can monetize their time. And that means by spending time by playing the game, they can earn valuable assets. So in a way, they can swap their time for valuable assets. And this is only possible when a game is not monetizing gamers, like what we see in the traditional world, like selling battle passes, season passes, expansions, etc., etc. So gamers spend a lot of time in a game making this game successful, and the reward they get, apart from the fun, of course, is that they can buy more and they are squeezed for more money. Well, not here. It's only possible when ownership is meaningful, so no one can change the rules. We talk about NFTs, being owner of game items, but yes, you are owner of the game item, but you cannot control the rules or the environment in which these items can be used. So your items can, if there's no control, can never be refused or become obsolete. The trading system is trustless, so the buyer and seller determine the deal. No other restrictions. When both parties agree, the trade goes through. When there is verifiable scarcity, so that means that you can see how many of each items are in the game, and you know for sure that there will be never more of that item in the future. So if there are 1,000 legendary swords in the game, you know that there won't be 1,001 legendary swords in the game. So you can make a very sound decision. Do I want to invest time or maybe even money to get that sword in the game? If you're not sure that there will be, if it will be really limited to the 1,000, then it's a bit risky. But you have to know it is 1,000 and it will be always 1,000. And there's no risk of discontinuity. So the game will be there for a long period of time, preferably forever. And this is only possible, these 5 elements are only possible when centralized control is removed. So when no single party can change the rules or switch off the project. And this is the main driver for us to strive for complete decentralization. This is a prerequisite for participants, for the gamers, to invest their time and money into Cryptopia. And it's a prerequisite for successfully implementing our unique gaming loops. And of course, it's required for creating a sustainable in-game economy. And lastly, it's required to get an eternal game. So we cannot be switched off. There's no one who can stop us. As long as people play it, we will be there. So comparable to Bitcoin, as long as people use it, it will be there. So this is the reason why we build our game in a fully decentralized way. Let's talk about our game. So what type of game is Cryptopia? We have elements of a couple of genres. We love civilization and are really influenced by this game. But we also have tycoon game elements in Cryptopia. So it's all about finding good locations, finding resources, setting up businesses, trying to control supply chains. And because we are on-chain, all resources are tokenized and all game items are NFTs. You can see the world here. It's procedurally generated from the blockchain. And this world view shows all the tiles. We have land tiles and sea tiles. And these tiles can contain valuable resources like gold, iron, oil, minerals, etc., etc. But they can also contain wildlife, NPCs, and structures. And these structures can be player-built or part of a quest. And when you own a tile, you can start building and try to make it productive. But you cannot do it alone. You always need other gamers to make your assets productive. We also have RPG elements in our game. This is most notable when you go into the 3D mode of the game. So every tile in Cryptopia is a mini world in itself. So we have land tiles and sea tiles, and you can load into it and walk around in it. And when it's a sea tile, of course, it's an underwater world, so you can swim in it. And here you can find quests, you can hunt for wildlife, you can gather resources, meet other players, etc., etc. And doing all these activities gives you XP, resources, and our TOS token. And with this, you can build out your avatar. So you can upgrade your skills, you can buy better items, or buy resources to craft, etc., etc. And it's all done to progress to the next level, so you can unlock the more advanced quest, and you can increase your earning potential. Like all games, a good story helps to make it really immersive. We added a Satoshi Nakamoto sauce by having a mysterious white paper that showed the people that a reset of society is necessary and is possible. So a group of people decided to start over and created Cryptopia, based, of course, on blockchain technology and blockchain philosophy. Of course, they couldn't agree because they are humans on the future direction of Cryptopia, and they split along 4 factions, and you play for one of these 4 factions and try to make your faction the most influential. And choosing a faction also leads to specific content. So depending on your faction, you get a different attack. And for instance, this is the eco faction using animals and nature. This is, by the way, the player versus player battle. We have the tech faction. And of course, they use high-tech devices. So from a satellite, there will be a laser beam. We also have a industrial faction. They don't care about the environment. They just want to make money. And lastly, we have the traditional faction. They want to balance. They want to do it together. And they have a more of a defensive style attack. This was, by the way, the premiere, so this is not in the latest build, so it will be in the next build, so you were the first to see this. But there's much more to tell and to show, but I only have like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna try to be concise and short and give you some key takeaways about our game. First of all, we have an integrated multi-sig wallet, so creating an account mines a wallet for you. So no need to link a wallet, no need to leave the game. You can see your NFTs, your tokens and coins. You can even use it as a standalone wallet. You can use all kinds of tokens as long as these are ERC20 compatible. Note also that because we have the wallet integrated in our game, you don't need to leave the game ever. So you can do everything from within the game UI. And as you can see here, this player is crafting a pickaxe, and it's all done from within the game. We are free to play and earn, and this means that you can play our game without any cost. So when you spend time, that's what we believe, right? So as I explained, when you spend time, you add value to the game and to the other player's experience. Sorry. And then you are rewarded with our TOS token. And this is one of the fundamental benefits of blockchain tech in gaming, we believe. So you can redistribute in a fair way. You also don't need guests to play. We are on Scale. Cryptopia and Scale are really a match made in heaven. It makes the onboarding very smooth because you can just download, install, create an account, start questing, and start earning. It's really as easy as that. We have a sustainable economy because we facilitate a player-to-player economy. We can be sustainable, and gamers create and sell to each other, not to us. So they can create a revenue stream for themselves, but they also need each other, and playing the game adds value to an other player's experience. And I'd like to call it a non-zero-sum game, so gamers progress together. Like the owners of facilities need other gamers to make their facilities productive, and the other gamers need quests from those owners to improve the avatar. So they really need to progress together. They need each other, and by playing the game, they progress together to the higher levels. Also, we encourage shared ownership. So you can buy a fraction of an NFT. You can buy it together, or you can do it alone, or you can do it with your friends, your family, or your guild. And the governance is then managed via a mini DAO token that is specifically created for you when you create a DAO. And this opens a lot of possibilities for gamers from all walks of life. So if you're late to the game, for instance, that's a complaint of a lot of gamers, right? Because prices are really, really high. In our game, you can still buy a fraction and you can get in if you don't want to spend a lot of money. Also, if you don't have money, you can still play the game because you can buy a fraction of it. So you can really, spend your time and use the earnings from the time you invested in our game to buy a fraction of an asset. So it's always possible for you to participate in our economy. And lastly, botting can ruin a game. We all know it. Instead of trying to block the bots, we reason that it's far more efficient to create a system that is not influenced by bots, so in which bots do not have any advantage. We did it, and in Cryptopia, bots are allowed, so they have no advantage over human players. And we even reason that the more people and the more bots, the merrier. So be our guest. So this was Cryptopia in a short overview. I hope that you got a sense of what we try to do and why we want to do it. More info on our socials, and of course you can try the game ourselves. We are in pre-beta. It's downloadable. You can find the link on our website. And of course, if what we do resonates with you, please reach out to us and connect. We are open for collabs and partnerships, and it can be as easy as boosting socials or doing AMAs, but also more elaborate by having your game or your project featured in our game or in our upcoming Play to Airdrop campaign. So hope to talk to you soon. Thank you for your time, and see you in Cryptopia. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Really great presentation. Love the concept as well. The fully decentralized Web3 game. All right. So if you guys are interested in checking out Cryptopia, I have added the link in the description. As Sang Ho said, it's downloadable, so you can check it out on their website. So thank you very much. Next up, we have Verse Labs. All right. Can you tell us a bit more about
Yeah,
your breakthrough project and about what you do as well?
yeah, sure, sure. Can you hear my voice clearly? Just want to make sure.
Yes. Yes, we can
Okay.
hear you.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, BGA. My name's Orlando, or you can call me Nando. I'm the founder and CEO of First Lab. But before I built First Lab, I also have been in the game industry since 12 years ago. I have my own studio, one of the biggest studio games in Indonesia. We have like 120 people who are working in the team. And then for the past 3 years, we are working with many Web3 projects, helping them to creating games and also integrating the blockchain or Web3 features like smart contract, onboarding, and etc. And then for the past I think like since February, I'm starting my new company. It's called First Lab. But I think give me a second, so let me share my screen. Okay, can you guys see my screen right now? Awesome.
Yes, we can.
Okay, yeah. At First Lab, actually, that what exactly we are building in our long-term vision, we are planning to build a native handheld gaming console and also a laptop. But what exactly the problem that we try to solve? Because that if you are talking about the Web3, the biggest issue, even like until right now, it's about onboarding process, because that sometimes for early user it's very complicated, like to setting up the wallet, confused between like the wallet on browser, the wallet on extensions or on your browser, or like fragmented Web3 ecosystem. So that's why we are building a unified Web3 gaming ecosystem, where the core focus is focusing on simplify onboarding and also cross-platform, where basically player doesn't need to install any wallet. We give you a so seamless experience, and everything is really organized into our operating system. So we believe that Web3 needs foundational layer that fully integrate principal ownership, interoperability, and decentralized access directly at the operating system level. This is the six ecosystem that we have. First, it's our handheld gaming console. It's called First Link. If you see on my, oops, sorry, if you see on my camera, we already built our sample product of our handheld gaming console. But not just about the hardware. After like I have been doing a lot of research since February, going to China, to going to the manufacturing company to build handheld, to build the laptop. But I just realized from the 3 months ago, I think that the biggest issue is not just about creating handheld or the laptop, because like everyone can creating the hardware. We know that I think we need really build from the foundational layer. So that's why we built operating system, where we have our gaming hub inside our operating system. We have our native wallet. We have our browser. And yeah, we really focusing on the user and also developer. What it means, because that if you are developer, you doesn't need to porting your game to our ecosystem. We provide you cross-platform. User can play Android game, PC games without installations any like a simulator or on the operating system. So this is first OS. It's a native Web3 operating system. We have two mode. It's a desktop mode and also gaming mode, where it's one ecosystem with endless possibility. If you want to use the operating system as daily, then you can use the desktop mode. But if you want to using a playing game, then you can go to the gaming mode. You can access more than 10,000 dApps, 1,000 Web3 games, and then I think this is my first time that I show you. I think after this presentation, I will show you the demo about how the operating system works, and this is the first time that I show it to the public. So yeah, we also focusing on the privacy and security, efficiency and latency reductions. We are developing operating system right now, really focusing on the backbone. And yeah, if you are talking about gamer or playing game, I think that efficiency and latency reduction is one of the important things that we need to do. So that's why we also yeah, engineer the operating system to make it more efficient and latency reduction for user. We also have our own native wallet. It's already built in the operating system. Since you are installing your first OS, you already have the wallet, and if you want to connect to any dApps or Web3, you don't need your phone again. But what you need to do is just click QR code button, and then you will sign in. But what make it interesting is not just about we make it seamless, but we pure integrating to the hardware level. It's more secure because we are using TPM technology. What it means, if you are using like Intel or AMD chip, you already have a TPM module. Basically, that's the technology that use like Ledger or Nano, but it never use in a normal like Windows or Mac. So that's why since you are installing the operating system first OS, you already enable like TPM module. You already have your own cold wallet in your laptop, in your computer, in your handheld gaming console. Not just about that, but we also integrating with the MPC feature. What it means, if you are have or creating your wallet, you doesn't need to backup like your seed phrase or private key. Since we have our MPC features, you can distribute your private key or seed phrase into your four trusted people. For example, like your college, your sister, your brother, and then only them can help you to recover your private key or seed phrase. We also have our own gaming hub. It's called First Hub. It's full centralized Web3 gaming hub, quite similar like Steam, Epic. But what it make it different, we are supporting like if you are build game for Android, your build game for Windows, you can running it seamlessly into our gaming hub. So this is our future ecosystem. I think I don't need to talking a lot of this, but why now and why we start in gaming? If we see 2021, a lot of investment are going to the gamify, and even it is going down. The fun fact that the growing of number it's still huge. We can see also based on the data, 2023 hits like 1 million daily active wallet. 2024 hit like 4 million. It's really massive. And we believe that market needs to simplify the onboarding process and cross-platform compatibility, and also unify to drive mass adoptions about like Web3, and even like they don't thinking, this is the Web3, and that's message that we try to solve on our operating system. And we believe by creating a handheld gaming console also, because that massive adoption, it's always begin with the new ecosystem and the new hardware. We can see based on the history about how like from phone going to smartphone, it's always starting with the new operating system, the new hardware, the way we interact, the way we transactions, the way we send a message, it's evolved. So yeah, with our handheld gaming console, you can play more than 2,000 Web3 games. Of course, we have been doing a lot of research about our competitor, but what exactly the competitive advantage that we are trying to bring to user, to developer, it's about we are building a unified ecosystem. And also not just about that, but cross-platform. We can play Android game, PC games. We also have our built-in wallet. We have on-ramp and off-ramp features. And also no SDK required. It means like you don't need like have like our exclusive hardware, but you can just okay build game for PC, build game for Android, and you can running it on our handheld gaming console. So far, I'm built and doing a lot of research. In February, we have been coming to some event like CoinFest Asia, IGDX, DevCon, and It Global. And yeah, right now have more than 100 games that already submit into our handheld. Sorry, our first hub, and also we have more than 100 studio games that join to our uh, first hub. And then we also have an ecosystem partner with the Web3 brand infra, and then the uh, uh, sorry, uh, esport team in Indonesia. In Southeast Asia, we have a good relationship with the esport team and then partnership with them because that we can running a lot of like PC games and mobile game, and then every tournament we will use our operating system there. And then this is the co-founder. There is me. I'm the also ex-researcher at Samsung Indonesia, and also we working a lot with many big company, title company, and then the Eric Sanjaya who are working on First Gate, Jaya for First Hub, and also one person for First OS itself. This is the trailer, but I think we need to skip this, and because I already have much time, spend much time on introducing. I think I need to. Sorry, because sometimes that if we are showing the demo, it doesn't work. Give me a second. I hope this is working. But I think the server is getting shut down by my team, I think. But if I still have time to uh, showcasing the demo after the next presentation, it would be nice also. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Orlando. Pretty, really great product. And yeah, I think we're seeing a lot of handheld consoles right now in Vector Gaming as well. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Anyway, if you want to check out Verse OS from Verse Labs, I will be linking the website here so you can check it out. I just have one question. When is it going live and when are people going to expect having like to buy it from your website and
Yeah.
stuff?
So actually, that we will release our operating system tomorrow. We would like to share to the user about how the operating system looks like because that the goals right now is to to validating about like okay we try to make the onboarding is more seamless using our wallet and on chain and fully on chain. And yeah, that's the goals right now. But for the handheld gaming itself, we have been working with manufacturing company on Shenzhen, China. We'll produce that on Q3 next year. So, but before that, of course, like I said, like everyone can creating the handheld, everyone can creating their hardware. But the biggest issue is about what exactly that we try to offer to the user. So that's why we are planning to focusing on foundational layer. We are building operating system. We are really, focusing on and make it strong on that. So after that, it's very easy to build the handheld, to build the laptop, and etc. I think that's it.
Awesome, thank you very much. So we'll just wait until the consoles comes out. I think it's an interesting concept. It's a really cool project. So thank you so much for your presentation. And that, folks, was Verse Labs. Let us not forget we still have a demo from Orimus for the for their for them for their demo for their Attorney's Death Match. So if you could share your screen and show us what the game looks like, that'd be great.
Yep, doing that now. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Yep, if you can see it. As you can see, we got Christmas decos going on. So we got Ragnar here with all the Christmas gear and etc. etc. So let me just do a local match versus NPC. Currently, we got two characters available, Cleopatra and Newton. Also, we got Ragnar and Gandhi, but those are currently locked because we are halfway there when working on them. So let me just show you. So yeah, we got all the stages as well, decorated with Christmas gear. So I'll just run through all of them, and then just gonna choose one of them, and let me know which one do you want. There we go. And that's like a practice room. So maybe let's just go with the city stage. Yeah. So the controls and everything in the game is like the mostly similar to Tekken because it has like left hand, right hand. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to properly demonstrate it because I'm actually fighting against an NPC, not in the practice room. Uh, so where's the defense? I actually got a new joystick, which is specifically created for the fighting games, and all the controls have changed. There is also juggling. Let me just try to put the character in the air. So we just recently have enabled that. Let me do. So Cleopatra has currently 2 juggle options. I mean, yeah, this and the hook. It's very recent, so I haven't even been able to like kind of like play myself and nail down the juggling mechanics. Oh, Newton kind of experience anti-gravity situation. There we go. So Cleopatra currently has a couple of combos. That's one. Where's the other one? Yeah, there we go. That's the other one. And she has 2 grab moves. Obviously, in the final build of the game, where we will feel comfortable that this is like the level that we want the game to be at, there will be way more combinations and new mechanics introduced, etc. So Cleopatra has this knee, and she has this throw as well. There we go. There is a parry system as well. It will become more advanced in the future. Sort of, we are kind of in the, I would say, in the early alpha stage, kind of like late MVP, early alpha stage. The game is available to download and play. At some point, it will disappear from being available because we'll go to like, closed alpha, closed beta, etc. But for now, to try it out and even to play online, although the online multiplayer is not the best, but it's still possible. So that's all available to different people. Currently, the game doesn't have the Web3 integration as of yet right now, but it already has Altura login, and we are working on immutable login system, and we are working at the same time on customization mechanics. So that's going to be like the first proper Web3 infrastructure implemented into the game. So players will be able to purchase different arms, different legs, torsos, etc., and they will be able to use that in game. So right away, our NFTs will have a proper utility, and also the skins and the arms, legs, etc. We call them components. They will have different levels. So those levels will have to be achieved in game, and once you achieve those in game, the NFT will change the appearance, and the metadata will change as well. So sort of like whoa, so sort of like a dynamic NFT situation, which is being explored by many games right now. And we had this idea since 2021, I guess. And by the way, we started the game we started working on the game in 2022, but the project itself started in 2021 with the concepts and everything else. So there we go. This is how pretty much the game is being played on the joystick, and I would recommend to use a joystick. Any questions, maybe, from you, Rogue?
Yes, I just have one question regarding. So, if a person was playing on PC, would they need to use the joystick, or could they use their mouse and keyboard as well, just to play the game?
They, yeah, they can use they can use any. I mean, wait. So there are controls, and you just set up things like that. So as you can see, there is a keyboard, mouse. Obviously, you wouldn't use a mouse for a fighting game, and then a controller. Uh, so yeah, so it's like uh, pretty easy to buy both. And we actually had people play with those, like the big pads. I don't remember how they are called. Where you have that. The big fighting game pads. So we had that in the tournaments. Few people have connected that and set it up, and there was no issue at all. And let's just see how NPC versus NPC fights, because they are kind of a little bit better right now than how I play. Because recently the game mechanics have changed a lot by introducing the juggling, so NPCs actually make a better use out of that than how I would play currently, especially Cleopatra. So yeah, and it's really hard to talk for me when I play the game, especially fighting games, because it's just like so much more immersive. So yeah, this is where we are at. I don't know. I mean, what else is gonna be done pretty soon? Obviously, we will keep expanding on the juggling system, and also we are planning to increase the quality of the characters themselves, because once we changed the pipeline from URP to HDRP in Unity, and what happened is we increased the graphics. The maps became a bit much better actually, but the characters, we haven't worked on it yet. So there's going to be like a huge difference on the quality of characters pretty soon. So I'm hoping. I'm not hoping, but that it's probably going to be in like Q1. So yeah, there we go. That's pretty much how it looks like. The game speaks for itself. Obviously, as I said, still quite early. We're looking to create a much better quality game than what we have right now, but it's a pretty solid base to work off. So yeah, let me just stop sharing. Thank you very much for giving me a chance to do it in the middle of different presentations. And yeah,
Yes, of
you
course.
go.
Yeah, no, thank you. Just for the information, everyone, we are going to have a Christmas live stream tomorrow at 10 a.m. EST. So I'm going to be sending you a separate message, each and every one of you, later after this presentation, for a chance to, have your game or project live stream on the Christmas or the BGA Blockchain Game Alliance live stream, which will be tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be sending you after this presentation. Anyway, last but not the least, I know you've waited for a long time. So sorry. Facundo Leon Forte. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. It's creative and director and CEO of Netherrack Demons. Thank you so much for being here at the Blockchain Game Land. So sorry for the long wait. I know I've been waiting. Can you tell us a bit more about yourself and about the project and game as well?
Of course. Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you 100%.
Perfect. So, first thing, glad to be here with you guys. Many great games I saw in this call. So, congrats to everyone. I'm a senior product designer. I live in Argentina. Our team is based in Argentina, but we have some folks in different parts of the world as well. I have 15 years of experience working on digital products. I work at PayPal and some other companies. I've been like 5 years in crypto. I worked for crypto games. I work on the NFT industry. I work on DeFi. So I have broad experience in the crypto side. And yeah, I mean, that brought me the idea to bring NK Demons. We call it NK Demons, but it's Netherrack Demons. to the blockchain, and I think that was a great decision, right? But yeah, I'm gonna explain a bit about our game. Can you see my screen, right? Can you see my share screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Perfect. The concept of Netherrack Demons is mainly about being the billion, right? Like we found that many games are the narrative of many games is around, like being the typical hero who kills the monsters, especially in ARPG games. So we said, okay, why don't we explore the opposite, right? Not only for mechanics but also for the narrative. How does it feels to be the bad one, right? How does it feels to be um, the one who chase humanity and the one who subdue humanity, and do we have a place there? Do we have players that could be involved with that feeling of being the bad one? So we thought that could be a great concept to explore, and that's how we started to build this world, right? Basically Netherrack is going to be like, Middle Earth from Lord of the Rings. Is the world where this story develops. Demons are going to be the main and first main characters, and humans with a bit more inquisitor aspect will be the first enemies, right? But of course the world will bring different other type of enemies. But yeah, so this is an ARPG game. When we started, we got automatically compared with Diablo, and that was fair because we have some UI and some things when we started that could look like that, but then we made new like updates, and we were like defining more things, and we found that our game is not so related to that. If you want to compare it with another like well-known game, you can compare it with B Rising, um, because it's not a hardcore and fast-paced games like Diablo. It's a bit more. The combat is a bit more hack and slash style. We wanted the players to enjoy a bit more the environments, the interactions. We have a strong focus on the art of the game and also of the lore. So we want the player to be a bit more immersed within the world and all the things that happen around. Um, so what you're seeing now is one of the most recent UI. It's about to go live. Some other widgets are missing here, but I'm going to show you the video in a few seconds. So basically, you have this like citadel, which is the demonic citadel within Netherrack, and it's fully destroyed, right? And you need to restore it by using the vital resources from humans, right? So what you're gonna do is like facing different type of mainly humans armies. That as inquisitors they will try to kill you because they want to erase like the demonic race from Netherrack, and you will have to drain vital resources from them. In this case, you can drain their soul, and that will go directly to your life orb. You can do that like similar to Be Rising, where you drain their blood. So that's one of our main mechanics. You don't have life potions or mana potions. You have like as I showed here, one orb, and the rest of the things are more driven, to cooldown instead of mana, or as we have here, you can see that our skills are weapon driven, right? We don't have complex skills trees. I mean, for now they are not complex, but in the future we'll see, depending on what the audience likes and that experience, based on that experience. But yeah, so basically you will have a set of weapons that you will be able to unlock as you make progress on the campaign, and also some specific weapons that you will be able to unlock on dungeons mode, cooperative mode. So once you do that, you will be able to unlock different skills that you will do it based on what bosses you defeat, but also what achievements you get. And there will be, of course, some type of armor that you can get that will also, in very specific cases and scar cases, will give you the ability to have a specific skill for that armor set, right? So basically, the mechanics will go around, hunting these humans that the campaign will help the player to introduce to those mechanics, harvesting their pain, tears, and fear. And you will have different sacrifice circles or chambers within your citadel, your demonic citadel, that are gonna help you to make these sacrifices like massively, right? So many things you will see in the game will be like, okay, you have a list of humans that you need to bring to your citadel, and then you can drain these vital resources for them, and then you can also dismantle their armor and weapons to get some other type of resources. That's the way how you can get resources, right? You can dismantle the armor and weapon from humans that you cannot use. You can dismantle that, so you can process them into resources that you can use to create different weapons, right? So I'm gonna skip quickly to this part because this is how you learn to craft, right? This is not the only way, but this is gonna be the first way of how you learn to craft weapons and armor. This is gonna be the curse tome, which is a tome that will help you learn this crafting mechanic, which in Web3 is going to be like, on the Web3 aspect, is going to be one of our main mechanics. The idea is that once you have enough resources that you can get like playing the game, or otherwise you can try to get them on the marketplace, because maybe there are some players that doesn't have the tone, but they want to sell these resources on the marketplace, so you can have an economy there using our NKD token. So once you have these resources, you can craft different weapons and armor and sell them through the marketplace as well, right? It will depend on luck, how good is the weapon or the armor you crafted, or also some other items. And then based on that, a specific weapon and armor based economy will be created around that, right? And then in the future, these holders will be able to sell this tome to other players, and we are planning to have a different tome for each season, right? So yeah, coming back here, the third main mechanic is like restoring, as I mentioned, Imuran's prison, because as you can see, it's like a bit collapsed. So you need to be restoring each of the chambers that will help you um, to sacrifice more humans and in order to have more resources. So basically is that you need to rebuild, and in the future you can enhance these ruined prisons and torture chambers. And of course, once you have different places within, like restore within your citadel, you will be able to refine resources. And also this citadel will be, as it gets restored, it will grant you the exit for different areas, right? And those areas will mean that you will have access to different parts of the map, which are gonna be unlocked by completing campaign, completing certain dungeons, and things like that. We also plan to have a PvP version for our beta version. We are currently at closed alpha, but yeah, that's our plan. This is how it looks in Muran outside, which is the Mon Citadel. As I mentioned, this is the tomb. We are planning to, not fully decided, but we are planning to launch a founders pack, which probably will include this and our PFP. We have this great PFP with great in-game utility. Some of them will include weapons, and you will be able to have these weapons within the game. Some of them will include rare horns, and you will be able to have those horns that no one is going to have. The PFP is not going to have like a pay to win like a mechanic. It's going to have mainly around cosmetics and uniqueness benefits, right? But another important thing I forgot to mention here is that the Tom will give you access to the um, exclusive campaign. You will have a Netherrack Chronicles exclusive campaign that will grant you to access a specific place from the Netherrack map, and you will be able to defeat a certain boss, and that you will have that possibility on each of the seasons, right? Which each of the toms as well. Um, so we have ready the map for the chapter one. This is very far viewed, and it's not like fully detailed, but the demon will be going through these different places, exploring and killing and hunting different humans. Um, so basically, that would be the presentation. I'm gonna I'm gonna quickly show this video is of the game. It's not updated. You will see the UI is old, and of course you will notice why we got compared with Diablo because of these two orbs, which are not the last version like I show you. Um, but basically, this is Imuran. You speak with Surak, which is gonna be like a specter demon that lives within Imuran and will guide you through the Netherrack to restore the city. So basically, you can spin the camera, which is something that you cannot do on other games, but you can find that mechanic on V Rising. We found it very comfortable because it lets you see the world and enjoy the world in a different way based on our focus, right? Then you have like different NPCs, demon NPCs, which you are going to interact with within the Citadel once you complete some quest, or they will give you quest as well to complete. So then you have, as you can see, different armor that you can wear. Um, some of them will be unlocked by completing campaigns. Some of them will be able uh, to craft by yourself, or you can buy through the marketplace. We don't have like the typical Diablo game. We don't have like ton of weapons or ton of armor. Everything that you can wear as a gear is going to be either earned like in the campaign mode or crafted from other players, right? Of course, there will be some specific armors and weapons that you can find like sometimes, but it's not like the most usual thing that you will see. Um, and then, of course, this is the old UI. A new big update is coming probably next week, I think, which is gonna have like 360 change on the experience. You will have the ability to drain the soul from the enemy. In this case, you have potions yet still, so it's a bit outdated. But as you can see, this is you can also zoom in the camera. And the first version of the game consists on completing 3 quests, going through 3 different maps. Let me show you. This is the third map. And in the new update, the combat system has been really, really improved. The enemies AI as well has been really improved, and many other things, right? So, but yeah, basically, I don't want to take too much time. This is Netherrack Demons. We are integrated with Sequence for Web3 login. We are expecting to launch our beta in Q1 to Q2. And yeah, I mean, that could be like an overview of the game. Once we have this new update, we'll be happy to share with you guys. I'm not sure how we're in time, but I just don't want to take it too much.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Facundo. Really great game, especially if you're the Diablo lover. You're gonna love, Netherrack Demons. No, it's Web3. Also great that you've integrated with Sequence. It's very seamless, so you don't have to think about. It doesn't feel like Web3. So everything is actually really seamless and natural. Also, okay. Thank you very much for presenting. And Orlando, did we
Yeah,
get
sure,
the
sure.
where to fix it? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So we have one last demo from Orlando, which was the demo he was going to show us, but unfortunately, um, he had a technical problem, so he's gonna show it right now. We
Yeah.
still got 10 minutes, so yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry that the first time that I show you the demo and it's not working because we have some technical issue. The server is down because the internet connections got some issue. But yeah, this is our website. You can access about First OS tomorrow. Right now you cannot access this page, but in our website you already can testing our operating system. So this is something that I would like to show you guys. It's a native Web3 operating system. Quite similar like other operating system, but we are pure native. So you can find like many things right here, like AI, browser, developer tool. Mostly all apps that you see on our operating system is a Web3. It's yeah, you can find DeFi, you can find games. We also already creating our gaming hub. So for example, that it's called First Hub. You already can play a lot of games right here. Uh, our partner, and actually that we also partnering with Network Demon also. And,
Yes.
and and last month we are have a demo day at the DevCon at Bangkok to showcasing about the games, and this is the gaming hub that I can show you guys. But what are the most interesting in our operating system? It's not just about we are embedding all dApps or Web3 games in our operating system, but we have right here a native wallet. Actually, the user interface still early because we are developing this operating system and wallet since 3 months ago, but doing research about First Lab since like February. So, but all the functionals in our wallet it's already working. So you can create a new wallet, for example, like VGA, and then we just click create. And then, like another wallet, you will get like seed phrase, a private key. What you need to do is just click next, and then boom, you already have your own wallet. But what makes the wallet is interesting right here, for example, that let's find on-chain games that we can sign in uh, directly into the games. So for example, that we are opening Decentraland, and then if you want to sign into any Web3 games, of course, right now a lot of third-party services they are creating like login mechanism. It's more simple using like Squans or Privy and etc. But right here we make the on-chain. It's more smooth and fast. For example, that we are login using Wallet Connect, and in a normal way, of course, you need like your phone to scanning it. But right here in our operating system, you can go up. We have QR code right here, icon on the top. It's called Smart Scan. We just click uh, the Smart Scan, and then we just need to wait, and then boom, you already like sign into any dApps or any Web3 game seamlessly, and you don't need to opening up your phone or setting up. But in the future we also thinking about the user experience. Since we are building a handheld gaming console, we will have like a biometric sensor in our handheld gaming console, and then if you want to sign in into any dApps, any Web3 games, what you need to do is just like put your finger and then you will sign in seamlessly, even like oh you are doesn't thinking about it's Web3 or not. So that's how its work. And then not just about the PC games, we also can running like mobile games right here. For example, like let's try Heroes of Mafia. It's mobile game. We just click it, and then we already oh sorry, sometimes it's have like some glitch. uh, but yeah, let's try another game. We find like Android game here sections, and then let's try open Mighty Action Hero. So if we are opening the game, what we need to do is just click the games, and then it will open the games seamlessly. So basically, that if you want to play like Android game, you want to play PC games, you can running all the game in our operating system without any porting again. And then if you want to sign in to any, for example, I think that this game is have on-chain sign in. Let's try it. We click sign in with wallet, for example, and then give me a second. Yeah, we can connect to wallet, continue with wallet, and then we can use like wallet connect. But in the future, if you are using like uh, MetaMask or other wallet, you can use also our native wallet here. So we still integrating many wallet as possible, but the way it's like that. So we just need to authentications and then wait for a second, and then it will sign in seamlessly like that. So that's how exactly our wallet works. So we don't let like user setting up their wallet on phone or doing a lot of steps. But since you are installing the operating system, you already can sign in seamlessly to any dApps or any Web3 game. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you again for participating in this week's new members presentation. This is the last of the week, so I really appreciate you guys being here. And again, yeah, I think this is. I'll be sending you a message each and every one of you for the live stream tomorrow. And again, welcome to the Blockchain Game Alliance. Thank you for having. Thank you for being. Thank you for being with us here today.
Thanks, Rogue. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.
Everyone, have a great one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.